tropical cyclone that was located off the coast of Madagascar has been named locally. Herold is the name of this storm, currently at 14.5 degrees south, 51.6 degrees east. And rapid intensification is possible in the next 24 hours. That's certainly what the models are hinting at. And some agencies saying that intensification phase may have already begun. Here we are right now at 7 a.m. Mauritius time with winds of 45 miles per hour, pressure estimate of 994 millibars. Moving west-southwest is the latest we have, but indications compared to the last 12 hours have it further northwest than it was previously. Here's the CDPS scale, stage 2. The storm, we still were flopping about on our forecast whether this storm will cause significant impacts to the Mascarene Islands or not. We still think it might just shoot the gap in between Mauritius and Rodrigues. Here it is right now with still a fairly small wind field up to 75 nautical miles on the northwestern side there, and it is the closest to Madagascar that it has been so far, just 94 miles from Antalaha, 296 from Toamasina, 557 miles from Port Louis, and those who've been watching the updates will have noticed that those mileages have been increasing. We do expect at some point, it has been much delayed compared to what we were thinking, it will move towards the southeast. The Meteo France and JTWC, they're much higher than what we're going with right now. They're saying 60 or 65 mile per hour winds at this time. Which could be true. We're sticking with the latest ASCAD information, which is only supporting winds of 45 miles per hour at this point, but rapid intensification is possible or even likely in the next day or two, expecting this storm could be a Category 2 by this time tomorrow. By the time we get to the 2-3 day period, we're looking at a strong, potentially strong Category 3, maybe borderline Category 4, and Mauritius and Rodrigues on the edges of that cone as the storm moves through and shuffles on down towards the southeast as we get towards day 4 and 5, which will really accelerate when it gets to the latter stages there. Here's the total precipitable water map. You can see there the storm moving towards the southeast there, more precipitation on the northern side it would appear, although at the moment it's looking like the storm will just about deliver a little bit more rain to Mauritius due to its proximity. What you'll also notice on this graphic late on in that run is potentially the formation of another tropical cyclone in the Mozambique Channel, which could go on and then affect the northwestern part of Madagascar. There it is again. Sea surface temperatures very warm. These are displayed in Fahrenheit, but temperatures in Celsius around 29, maybe 30 degrees Celsius in some areas where the storm is right now. We're looking at 28 to 29 degrees. Certainly warm enough to sustain a rapidly intensifying storm. Here's another look at what the GFS is saying now. There's the intensification phase up to Category 2 and 3 there, and then starting to move towards the southeast. What is really being built into the model runs right now is an eastward trend initially before it starts to move towards the southeast, which isn't what we had previously, and that's probably because the storm has moved a bit further north than what we were expecting. Look at the HWRF model, it wants a borderline Category 5 there, the CTCX calling for a Category 4, JTWC pretty much in line with what we're saying, high-end Category 3. Wind shear remaining low up to 48 hours and then rising steeply, sea surface temperatures remaining warm for a good 3 days before it really drops off. And there you can see the forecast track, decent agreement, but again with these close run things, a small deviation towards the south or north could result in further implications for either Mauritius or Rodrigues. The threat to Réunion is very low. Here is the storm right now, and it hasn't really moved very much in the last 24 hours from a Madagascar perspective. Significant amounts of rainfall over there, particularly the northern tip of the country, and that's been going on for quite some time now, so we could be looking at potential issues locally there, but the main bulk of the storm remains offshore with its strongest winds. Check out our new look cyclone tracker on the Force 13 website for the latest up-to-date information. You can also find us, of course, on our YouTube channel, search Force 13, and also on Facebook and Twitter, Force 13 at Force 13 on Twitter for the latest updates. You can also help the project become even better by becoming an Ultimate Fan on YouTube. To see the full list of Ultimate Fan benefits and to join, visit youtube.com/Force13/join. with a special thanks to our top supporters this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colours wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.